All right. Welcome back. Welcome in. Yeah, found us once again. Gap Rabbit Hole Fantasy Football Focus Show here to help you to be gruntled with your fantasy football team and your fantasy football decisions. I am your humble host, Brian the Amigo Baldwin, and of course, my honor to introduce Connor the Gut Marshall. How you doing, Connor?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. It's week 3. I'm still grounded. I'm still calm. And, even though I'm 0-3 in 2 of my leagues, I'm not going to panic.
Nah, man. No, everybody's going to lose three games in your league.
There's always going to be an 0-3. And they always win the championship.
Well,
that's the rule. That's the secret formula.
Well, this one, I started off. Yeah, and I won. Yeah. No, man. Every team in your league's going to lose 3 games at least. So you're just you're losing out early, and then you're gonna come in. Yeah, everything's gonna pop.
Exactly.
So, yeah, man, that's the way it is. All right, it's now this. I'm 1-2. So, the confidence builder that I'm giving you is what I give myself. I'm the only guy. Honestly, I'm the only guy that I know of that could ever pull this off. Have Patrick Mahomes and Christian McCaffrey on your roster and still lose. I traded for Mahomes and I've gone 0-2 ever since I got him. Yeah, how about that? All right, it's now the 162nd show. Yeah, 162nd show. Can you believe that, Connor? 162 episodes we've done. Yeah, it's September 26th in this hopeful year of our Lord.
Episodes.
And we have a great show for you today. Today we're going to there's a little bit of news. All right, thankfully everybody kind of stayed healthy, except for one we'll be talking about, but not that much news to talk about. But we'll also be so this is going to be just a little bit of news and a lot of waiver wire pickups and a little bit of a start sit for Thursday night. So we got a lot to do, lot to do. So, and there's a storm in our area. In my area,
there is.
Yeah, they've knocked out the power right before we were about to record. Hopefully, everything stays the same. Lord, please bless us. Let it go well. But all right. So let's go ahead. Before we get started, Connor, dude, what was your thoughts? What was your thoughts on Monday Night Football? It happened last night. Let's talk about Eagles Buccaneers. Let's break it down by game.
So I didn't catch the Eagles-Buccaneers game, but I saw the score, and I was not surprised at all. If anything, I was surprised that the Eagles didn't score more and make it more one-sided.
Yeah, one thing that was glaringly obvious, of course, is that DeAndre Swift is now the RB1. Yeah, so that question about when Kenneth Gainwell comes back healthy, what's going to happen? Nah, man. No. Swift started the game, and then the Eagles, they rotated by quarter. So Swift took the majority of snaps in the first and third quarters. Gainwell took the majority of snaps in the second and fourth quarters. Yeah, and so you can see how.
And you want the first quarters; those are the good ones.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hang on now, because the fourth quarter is helpful for a running back because if they're running.
Yeah. No. I'm being facetious.
Yeah. Rashad Penny was active, but he didn't play an offensive snap. So it looks like what Swift is still a starting asset, no problem. So you can start with no problem. But now you have a Gainwell issue. So if Gainwell is out, then you can almost, if it's the defense is correct, you can think about what happened last Thursday and Thursday before last. Well, so you can think about focus on that, hope for that. But when Gainwell's there, he's going to be taken. So there's that. There's that. So, but not bad. Let's see here. Wes Watkins suffered a hamstring injury early in last week's game. Kept him out this week, and that's why Olamide Zaccheaus. That's why he caught the touchdown. That's why he was playing. So be careful about getting too excited about Zaccheaus. If Watkins comes back,
climb up a tree.
Yeah, little man. Yeah. Watch out for that. Yeah. And on the Bucs side, White did not. White got he got workhorse back usage. He was 43 snaps out of Sean Tucker's 4. He had 14 carries out of Tucker's 2. He had 3 targets out of Tucker's 0. But still, he didn't really do much with it. And so White's kind of a worry. Running backs are hard to be around, but they're hard whenever you don't have any. They're hard to find. So if you have him, you could try. I don't know if you're gonna be able to shop him, but at least hold on to him.
I think that's an overreaction because he was doing great just a week ago. He was playing the Eagles. If you're playing one of the top defenses in the league, you're gonna have a down game. The Eagles have a good secondary. Baker Mayfield is not a good quarterback, so that's gonna shut him down. That's gonna make the Bucs one-dimensional. Really easy to stack the box against White. I think he's going to be fine. You just need to temper your expectations a little bit, like you're saying. But I still think that, matchup dependent, he's still a startable running back, for sure.
A.J. Brown got his squeaky wheel game. Yeah, because he was throwing a fit, and he got the 14 targets to Devontae Smith's 5. So I don't know if maybe next week's going to be squeaky wheel for Devontae. Or what's going to happen. I don't see Devontae as a squeaky wheel kind of guy. I see AJ.
No, Devontae's cool.
Yeah.
Devontae's cool. Like he was a college teammate with Hurts, so I think he doesn't have to ask for his.
Mike Evans, you're happy if you have Mike Evans score a touchdown. He's the clear wide receiver 1, and for that team, where Chris Godwin is the wide receiver 2. So that's clear right now. So it looks like that's who Baker is favoring, so that's what we can see real quick on that one. On the other one, the Cincinnati game, Rams Cincinnati. Yeah, since you obviously saw this one.
Yeah. I was surprised that the Bengals looked better than the Rams. It was weird. It's like you saw the Rams do so good at that final drive.
Hang on. So, if my name is spelled Ben, you would call me Ban?
Are you trying to give me shit for my Bengals pronunciation? Well,
I'm like literally looking at Bengals, Ben. Ben. Yeah, not Bang. Yeah, Ben. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Please continue. It's Bengals.
This is peak sports broadcasting. So the Bengals
No, it's important. It's
way
important.
Better than
Everybody's
the Rams.
ignorant. Yeah, it's important.
I have Joe Mixon. He's the Bengals running back. And
Bengals.
Joe Man Mixon, bro. Bengals running back. He's
Bengals.
looking good, bro.
Bengals.
He's looking good.
I'm sorry, dude. Ben.
He got that touchdown.
Ben's Ben.
Ben.
Yeah, Ben. I'm sorry, dude. That's just English. It's just the way it works. Sorry, I didn't write the rules.
You know what English is? English is there are no rules.
I don't think so.
How it's spelled is not always how it's pronounced.
Okay, all right.
Colonel.
I'm sure people named Ben would be pissed off you call him Ban. So I'm saying, dude. I'm being respectful to our viewers that are named Ben.
Bens.
Yeah, the Bens out there.
Shout out to all the Bens subscribers.
All right, see, that's what I'm fighting for. I'm fighting for the Bens. Yes.
Now let's move past that. So they looked better than the Rams, but the Rams did get some garbage time points. I started 2-2. I won one of my leagues because of that. So that was pretty cool. He's looking good. He was a lot of things were saying he's like a consolation prize for the people that missed out on Puka, and he's looking pretty good in his own right.
Yeah, no, they're both fine. The only reason why Puka was considered like the prize hog is because there's a feeling that if Cooper Kupp comes back, then Tutu will be sucking hind tit. That's all it is. But going back to what you were talking about with the Bengals, Joe Mixon, 19 carries, 65 yards, touchdown, 1 reception for 5 yards. That's really good. It was great to see Jamar Chase. Great to see Jamar Chase back, man. 12 receptions, 141 yards. So I'm glad to see that Joe Burrow realized he was alive. Concerned with Burrow though, because Burrow he at the end of the game, he was interviewed and he says, "Man," he said, "I got over all my injuries. I'm completely healthy over the calf strain. No big deal." Well, what I saw in the game, like you did, he wasn't running around to create space. He was doing these checkdowns really fast because he knew that he could not run around to create time and create space. And
He
so,
was also playing against Aaron Donald.
well, okay, that's fine. I understand that, dude, but still, that was never a problem for the Joe Burrow that should be fully healed and the Joe Burrow from last year. I'm just trying to say that what I saw was not the same Burrow from last year. And so what I would be I'd be expecting, like he looks like right now, if this is him how he's going to be healthy, then he's more like a pocket passer, you know, like Aaron Rodgers or something, you know, man. So he's not going to run that much, and that's concerning.
I mean, I don't think he necessarily ran a whole lot
Yeah, he
for
did.
this
Yeah, he did.
injury.
Yes, he did. Yeah, he did. So that was kind of part of his thing, and he would run around to buy time to let his players, his wide receivers, get open, and so hopefully he'll get better. But I don't think he didn't look like he was. That defense, man, holy mackerel! That Cincinnati defense, that thing is for real. Yeah, I mean that locked down Puka Nakua. It made Matthew Stafford like watch, at least from my estimation, half the game. I know, like from his back. So
Yeah.
so yeah, and so that's he was just they were double covering Puka, and he was Stafford was smartly targeting the other players: Van Jefferson, Tutu Atwell, Tyler Higbee, all these guys. Tutu Atwell led the team in targets, 9 targets.
Yeah.
So Kyron Williams. I mean, he was the guy. He was the guy. I mean, he was there out there the whole time. He's somebody that you just don't ever sit down. So I mean, you weren't happy with what his output was. You're expecting more, but you gotta love his usage. I mean, I've been looking at usage charts, and it's like they'll have like this much for like Javante, like for the Broncos, it'd be like this much for the Broncos, this much for in, this much for McCullough, that rookie. So you can see the pie on how it works. With Kyron Williams, it's all him, everything. All plays,
Nice.
early downs, goal line, short yardage, third downs,
Nice.
2-minute drill, all him, all him.
A truly monogamous running back relationship.
Yeah. So that was
Very old school.
yeah. I was hoping for more from Puka. I needed more from Puka to win my game, but I lost my game, partly because of him, largely because of my decision, partly because. So yeah, but Monday night was fun. It was neat, and hopefully that's the last of the back to
No
back.
one really got injured.
Well, nobody got really injured, and hopefully it's
Yes, it's the end of back to back.
God, that was so dumb. That was so stupid because look what it did to you. You were like, I had to choose between one of the two, and that's what. But let's go ahead and move on.
Well, no, it wasn't that. I was at the gym. I would have missed it regardless.
Okay, let's move on to the some news. Okay, real quick news.
News and notes.
Yeah, nah, we're not gonna say so. That's used way too many times. That's way too. This is just our good news. We normally play the no good news, but I doubt that you have that queued up. So
Well, you didn't ask for it. So, no, I don't.
okay, my fault. So but let's go and talk about the injury. Of course, Los Angeles Chargers wide receiver Mike Williams towards ACL, out for the season. He's ending his campaign. 19 catches, 26 targets, 249 yards. Down. Do we talk about the replacements now, or I mean, let's go ahead and do that. Let's. So whenever you saw that, and if you were going to rush out to the waiver wire to grab somebody, who would you be shooting?
Probably Quentin Johnson.
Okay, why?
Because he's the replacement for Mike Williams. That he's the same kind of player.
Yeah,
He's like a big body possession guy.
yeah. I've been hearing podcasts all day long talk about this, and I have an opinion, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it. It's Joshua Palmer. Sorry, it's Joshua Palmer. Because everybody is saying like, oh, you grabbed Quentin Johnson because you stash him because it's too early to start him and all that. It's like, great. So I'm going to use up the bench space on somebody that might be playing. I mean, he's splitting time with Darius Davis, as the third receiver. It was
Right.
Joshua Palmer that became an every down player. He played 11 of a possible 13 snaps, including every passing play. So I mean, he became the guy. His route, his usage went up. And just to give you an idea, like Williams got hurt probably I think like second quarter, I think it was. And Joshua Palmer, um, he had 40 snaps, 34 routes run, 7 targets. Quentin Johnson, 16 snaps, 13 routes run, 3 targets. You figured that would shoot up, from whenever Mike Williams is out, because you're hoping what you're looking for, in my opinion, is you're looking for the person who's going to benefit from this, right? If you want to do a long run thing, and if you're in a 12-man team or deeper, and you have space and you're looking for people that might hit, then go ahead and do Quentin Johnston. But
Well, look.
if you're needing a wide receiver now, which we all are living week to week, sorry, we are, even you 3-0 people, we're living week to week. Joshua Palmer's the.
I still don't know if I do that because I think it depends on the situation. I think it depends on what you have and where you're at, because I'm in leagues where I have guys like Hollywood Brown or Cortland Sutton or Tutu Atwell or Elijah Moore. And because of that, I would value having the potential of Quentin Johnston rather than Palmer.
No, you could.
That's just my take.
See, the way I see that is like, you need Palmer. You need that. You need those scorer right now, because you don't have
No,
that.
because it feels volatile. It feels like maybe the Chargers offense is just, they didn't game script Williams being injured and out for the year. So now that they have a week to adjust from that, they're going to change the game plan and they're going to get all of their guys, Quentin Johnston included, more involved in the offense.
If he was ready, he'd already be involved. Okay, I told you he was splitting his snaps with Darius Davis, right? I mean, he's already splitting the third snaps. So Joshua Palmer was already growing. Last year, whenever Mike Williams went out, who benefited? Joshua Palmer. We've seen this before.
True.
We've seen it before. It's not new. The only new
Yeah, you might be right.
the new element.
It's just not sexy.
I know it's not sexy, but the new element is Quentin Johnson, who's a rookie that's not ready to go yet. And remember what we've always said when you're drafting during draft time when we're talking, that if you draft a rookie, you have to be patient with him. All right. If you're in a situation, and Connor is right. Okay, I will say this, Connor. You are right. Okay, you are right in the respects that, if, and I don't want to, I just hate agreeing with everybody that you hear. Okay, I'm trying to come from a different angle, but all of them are like, well,
I get you.
If you're set at all, if you're set at wide receiver, go ahead and get Quentin Johnson, because he could pop and he could explode. Here, and we're hearing could, right? Joshua Palmer will. Okay, and so that's why I'm trying to separate ourselves from the podcast, right? But I'm also trying to let people focus on the fact that Palmer is going to give you immediate results now, and that's what you need. So let's say if you need wide receiver, like you were like I feel Connor needs, then, and you go and grab Johnson, well, that's great. By the time he pops, then where are you going to be, man? And so.
Oh, I'm not going to grab him. I'm going to grab a different position.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking 5 steps ahead.
Right. And I would also say, and I'd also go ahead and make a comment that this is also all of this, Joshua Palmer, Quentin Johnson, all that will change whenever Austin Eckler comes back. Okay. I think Austin Eckler is going to be the one that you're going to see more involved in the passing. He was in the first game. Josh Kelly did great, but he never wasn't involved in the passing. Austin Eckler was, and so I think that's what you're going to see. You're going to see Austin Eckler more involved whenever he comes back, whenever that is. So this is that's why I'm like Palmer's now, because you're going to score now. Whenever Eckler comes back, and let's say that's when Johnston's ready. Well, Eckler's back. He's going to be taking all the snaps. So you got this window. The window is Palmer. Okay, yeah. I'm telling you, man. That's I really feel that way. I really feel that way.
Okay.
Yeah. But see, the only other bit of no, I have a couple of bits more. The Jets, the Jets. Let's talk about that signing, Trevor Siemian. All right, so I've read Connor from two different spots. Okay, I've read one in that said, oh, this is just a depth piece. You know that this is something that was signed so that it wouldn't upset Aaron Rodgers. You know, because so he doesn't think that somebody's going to threaten him next year. You know, and that this is guy is not going to be good enough to upset Zach Wilson. I've heard that, and then I've heard on the other side that the it doesn't matter. The Jets need to make a change. Okay, they didn't make a change. All right, Seaman was serviceable in two games with Chicago last season, averaging 7.1 yards per attempt. In the two games he played, he started one of those. He completed 15 of 26 passes for 184 yards and one touchdown and one interception. And he was with the Bengals. He was released in August. So tell me, Connor. Okay, you okay? The gut. All right, that's your one of your best values is that you have good gut instinct. What's your gut telling you about the signing of Trevor Siemian? Is that a depth piece or
No, they're moving on from Zach Wilson, 100%.
whoa? Okay, okay, and and
100%.
and do you also think that once they move from Zach Wilson, they can't go back? They can't go back
No,
to.
I don't think they can go back. No.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like we were talking, we were chatting on our text feed, man. That I mean, it's like there's players arguing on the sidelines. There's fans losing their teeth because they're so mad. They're screaming. You know, I mean, they were Salah and Wilson when they were walking off the field. They were booed by their home crowd. There was just horrible things that were said to them. You can imagine people from New York and disappointed people from New York. You know that, and so you can imagine how vicious they are. You know, fans, I should say. And so, yeah, it was bad. It was really, really bad. And Zach Wilson looks like he's lost his confidence. He has these. He looks good when he gets into rhythm. He gets into rhythm. He looks good. But then one thing goes wrong. You know, like one tackle for loss, one sack, and he loses his mind. He can't play football anymore. You know, and so he's a fragile little guy. Okay, and that's fine. And he, but yeah, it's time to move on. I think I read a figure that they cut him. It'd be like an $11 million cap hit next year, which I think is manageable. So we might be seeing that because the fans aren't gonna handle Zach Wilson anymore. They were behind him from that from Monday night whenever Aaron Rodgers went down, and then he helped lead the emotional comeback. But let's don't fool ourselves, everybody. This was an emotional comeback that took a touchdown from the special teams to win. Okay, you know, and it took Garrett Wilson playing defense, then magically coming up with the ball to even send it to overtime. You know, so you know it's yeah. No, that's done. Lord willing, Lord have mercy, and please let that be over. And I hope you're right. Um, Let me ask you this, Connor. Who said this? Who said this? Okay, well, let me ask you before I move on. How soon do you think you're going to see Simeon as the replacement for Zach Wilson?
Oh gosh, could be next week.
You think it's going to be that fast?
I think it has to be, man. I mean, why the fuck else would you bring him in so quickly?
Well, he's on the practice squad, so he's not on the active roster. So
Oh, I thought he was on the active roster.
no, but he did play for the Jets back in 2019. So
Well, there you go.
yeah. So
Could
okay,
have stuck with Mike White.
yeah. Well, they had Aaron Rodgers. they didn't think this was going to happen. They didn't plan for this. Yeah. But let's say this, okay? Week 5, who's the starting quarterback? Do it that way.
If he's signed to the active team, then him. But if the Jets don't sign any other If they don't promote him, then obviously it's going to be Zach Wilson.
All right. Okay. Who said this? Who said this? This is a verbatim quote. That's something we're going to fix one way or another. Either guys are going to do it, or we're going to have to put other guys in the game that have ball security.
Selah.
No, Robert Salah didn't say.
The general manager.
No. Minnesota head coach Kevin O'Connell. Okay. Yeah. He
Oh, about the running backs.
he sure did.
Yeah.
He sure did.
You devious bastard. That was a good segue.
Thank you.
So segue
Thank you.
onto the Vikings running backs, Cam Akers and Alexander Madison. Alexander Madison had himself a great little game, with his life on the line, about to get all, fired and shit, playing like he had a purpose. It was cool to see.
How many fingers do I have up right now?
2.
Okay. And why do
that's the number he has?
No, that's the number. That's the number of fumbles that got overturned that he had. 2.
So he fumbled. I think that's also his player number, though.
Is it? Well, how ironic.
Pretty
sure. How ironic. Sue's saying 2. Yeah, 2. Yeah.
That's his lucky number. So he fumbled twice and he got bailed out.
He's fumbled every single game that he's been in. Okay. And some of them have been called back. Some of them haven't. So I think that was a precursor. Cam Akers going to be playing a lot more. It seems true to me that it's going to flip. What I mean by that, it's going to be Cam Akers playing the Dalvin Cook role and Alexander Madison playing the Madison.
That's the brilliance of Akers. He makes sure he gets tackled before he fumbles the football.
Well, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, Akers is good, man. He finished the season last year with no offensive line, 100 yard plus each of the last 3 games of the last season. So yeah, he's gonna have a fire in his belly. He's gonna come in hard. He's gonna come in. I mean, he's gonna try to. Yeah, he's gonna try to prove the Rams wrong. So he's going to work really hard. And the head coach Kevin O'Connell was, I think we talked about this, that he was the offensive coordinator whenever Cam Akers got drafted for the Rams. So he's very familiar with Akers, and he was part of the team that wanted to draft him. And then as soon as Cam Akers became available, he told the GM go out and get him. So yeah, they have a plan. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Anything more that might if do you agree that might happen? You think that's going to happen?
Yeah.
Okay, by what week? Week 5.
Yes.
Week 5, who's going to be the starter?
Akers.
Go. Week 4?
Yeah.
Week 4? It's going to be half and half.
I think it's going to be Akers.
Wow. Okay. All right. Look at that. Hot take.
Well, look. If Madison fumbles again, you don't think coach is going to put the other guy in, make Madison sit on the bench and watch that? Think about that the next time he gets the football before he fumbles it.
Yeah.
I'm not coach. That's what I would do.
Okay. All right.
That's what I would do.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, the point of the story was to illustrate that there are the clouds are on the horizon about Alexander Madison. So if you have Alexander Madison, now is the time to try to get anything you can for them, or it's going to be a wasted roster spot. It's going to be the Alexander Madison spot. But I hope there's something that happens to Cam Akers, so then Alexander Madison will be valuable. It'll be the Alexander Madison spot. So if you don't want to play that game, then go and get rid of him or hold him. It's up to you, but it's probably going to be a wasted. He's probably going to be in the pool by week 6. Madison. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to the waiver wire. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go by like we did last time: quarterback, running back, tight end, and wide receiver. But I'm going to do something a little different, Connor. Okay, I want to teach our listeners a technique. All right, and it's a technique that I myself have not mastered, and I'm not sure if you probably haven't I don't know. Okay,
Probably not.
but my sister-in-law, who's a math teacher, has mastered
Oh,
this.
cool.
Has mastered this, and my wife, who is the lead in the accounting, has mastered this. Okay, and basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave out the name, and I'm going to tell you some information. Okay, and then you tell me if you think that's somebody who you would want to have on your team, and then I'll tell you the name. All right?
Okay.
Okay. All right. So quarterbacks. But I'll tell you if you want to try guessing who it is, you sure can. You know, if you feel like you got it. All right. So this is quarterback. We're gonna start with quarterback. Okay. This guy. Okay. He's finished 22 completions on 44 attempts for 259 yards and a touchdown and an interception. This was last week. Okay. All right. He's showed that he's capable of the running. Okay. He's recorded 9 carries for 39 yards and a rushing touchdown. And he's led the team in rushing yards. All right. And he's done this all without having his top running back, his top wide receiver, his starting left tackle, or his starting left guard. And he's thrown for 7 touchdowns so far this season, tying for in the 7th most. Yeah, so do you know who this person is?
So Lamar Jackson.
No. These are people that are available on the waiver wire, dummy. Yeah.
That are available in the waiver
Yeah,
wire.
most waiver wires. Probably not ours because we have a 10-man. Most waiver wires. It might be. But first of all, does that sound like somebody you'd want on your team?
No, not really.
No? You wouldn't want that? You wouldn't want
No.
everything I just told you on your team?
I don't know why, but I feel like I don't want this.
Okay. That was Jordan Love. Jordan
Oh,
Love.
I knew it.
Yeah.
See,
Jordan Love.
I'm like how how Michael from The Office doesn't like Toby. That's how I am with Jordan Love.
Yeah, I myself, dude, I read that.
It's new in my heart.
I'm excited. I like Jordan Love. So I would recommend Jordan Love. Connor won't because he doesn't like Green Bay.
I'm digging my heels into this stance, and I'm doing the wrong thing until it becomes the right thing.
Okay, next quarterback. Completed 20 of his 30 pass attempts in week 3 for 280 yards and 2 touchdowns, throwing 30 times despite having a lead for entirely the whole entire game. All right, he's dropped back to pass 140 times this year, which is the second most among quarterbacks. He's among the league leaders in passing yards, but has thrown only 4 touchdowns. All right, so
Has he thrown any picks?
I don't think so. I don't have, or at least I don't have that stat. Yeah.
Is he a rookie?
He is a rookie. Yes.
CJ Stroud.
It's CJ Stroud. Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah. Would you want him on your?
Hell yeah, dude! I picked him up in Super Awesome Mega League.
Okay. Good. All right. Yeah. I think that's a long haul guy. The concern I have with Stroud is just that, okay, he's figured something out in the beginning, but teams haven't had tapes on him. All right, he's putting his real stuff out on tape, and they're going to learn.
Keyword real.
They're gonna learn to strategize for him. So we'll see how it goes, but keep an eye out for that. But yeah, right now it's pretty exciting. It's exciting to be a Texas.
Hey, they're gonna learn. You know how they're gonna learn? They're gonna learn whenever he fucking bitch slaps them with his huge
Okay.
throwing.
Okay. All right. I just have a couple more for quarterback. All right. So this guy, past Sunday, he completed 16 of his 28 pass attempts for 235 yards and 2 touchdowns. All right. He has an above average passing yardage and touchdown total so far this season. All right. But he's a little inconsistent over the past 2 weeks. Okay. Yeah.
Did he have a really good week too?
A little bit better. Yeah, better than week 1, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, this is Russell Wilson, isn't it?
No.
This is Derek Carr.
No, Derek Carr's. We didn't talk about the injury. We should talk about Derek Carr's injury. We will in a second. We'll do that next. Yeah. But I don't have this game for the other guy.
This guy is on waiver.
Yeah, and how about this? He's been putting up better numbers once his once his wide receiver, or no, he has been putting up these numbers while having his number one wide receiver on IR.
Oh, yeah, Matty Stafford.
That's Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Kenny Pickett.
No, you're right. Yeah. He's been doing good these last 2 weeks.
Yeah. But see, you
Yeah,
take the name off, and you're like, wow, listen to all the guys you're saying who it is.
that was a cool one. I
Yeah,
thought Matty Stafford, but it was
yeah.
Pickett.
Let me ask you, dude. Jameis Winston now. Okay, let's just get it out there since we've already threw it out there. Derek Carr being injured. Derek Carr is going to be out for at least a couple, about 2 or 3 weeks. He sprained his AC joint, and it's in his throwing arm, so that could be longer. They're being optimistic. Jameis Winston, gunslinger. All right. So how you feeling about Jameis Winston?
I'm trying to trade Olave in the league. I have him.
Okay. What league? Okay. You don't have him in any leagues that.
I have him in my auction.
Okay. Because I totally would.
I'm trying to trade him for James Conner straight up.
See, I think that's a huge mistake. Because Jameson Winston, what he does, he's a gunslinger. He's the guy who's going to get it out there. All right. I think it's actually a positive for Olave. Because he's going to be.
Do you think I should halt?
Well, unless you need a running back and you're
Cancel the trade.
unless you need a running back and you're set in as on wide receiver. But if you're not set in wide receiver, I would still hold on to Olave because that's.
I have Amon-Ra, Jacoby Myers. I have Tutu, Atwell, Hollywood Brown, Elijah Moore, and I have Cup on IR.
Okay. And what do you look like on the
Running backs, I just have Sanders, Joe Mixon, and David Montgomery.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see here. Keep in mind, okay, here is the Saints schedule. Okay. The Saints schedule, okay, they're playing it's like wow, is it already October 1st, dude? Yeah. Oh my god, Sunday's gonna be October 1st. Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, they're playing against the Bucks, then it's the Patriots, then it's the Texans, then the Jaguars, and then the Colts, and then the Bears. I mean, so you can argue a little bit about. I don't know, man. The Bucks didn't impress me that much yesterday, so I would say they're kind of like a net neutral. Okay, so and the Patriots, same thing, because they're gonna have Alvin Kamara now to work, so they're not gonna have to be able to worry about the wide receivers as much because now they're gonna have Kamara is gonna be the Texans, I think that they would be able that would be a good day for the Olave. The Jaguars, great day for Olave. Colts, great day for Olave. Bears, great day for Olave. So almost the whole month of October, looks like to be good for Olave. Okay, and then so that's with Jameis Winston because I'm telling you, man, that's one thing about it that Winston does is that he throws a lot of picks, man. But dude, he just throws it out there, just bam. He's just a gunslinger. So I'm still happy with Chris Olave. I would not, if you can get something that you're happy about. If you're happy with Connor, dude, go ahead and do it. It's I mean that's fine. That's fine to do that. It's 50-50 on both. It's whatever you need. So yeah, but I wouldn't be looking to trade Olave because you think, oh my god, I have an expiring. Last quarterback. All right, is this one? This guy, he was not a starter. Okay, he came in relief. All right, so he played well in week 3, completed 23 of 44 passes for 227 yards and a touchdown. All right. And next week, he plays against the third best matchup for a quarterback. All right. And again, I think I pretty much you pretty much know who I told you when I said he came in relief and then he started last week. That was his first start was last week. Any guess?
He started this week.
First time for all season. Came in about second quarter and week 2.
Oh, Andy Dalton.
No, it's Gardner Minshew.
Gardner Minshew.
Yeah. So Gardner Minshew,
Yeah.
that sounds like somebody you'd want to. Gardner Minshew is like I'm in trouble.
It's like a rental.
Yeah, I'm in trouble because Anthony Richardson is supposed to be coming back. He started the 5-step protocol, concussion protocol last week, and so yeah, it looks like he might be coming back. But I want to throw that out there. Okay,
Right
moving on to running backs. Okay, this is one that's going to be so obvious to you. Remember, we're talking waiver wire, that you just go ahead and just say his name whenever it becomes completely obvious. He ran the ball for 18 times for 203 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Come on, Achane.
Yes. Oh, no, it's actually Achane. Achane. Yeah. Which, unfortunate. Yeah, so let's talk about him. All right, let's talk about him. Okay. How are you feeling about Devon Achane?
I'm really mad because I have a really low waiver priority in my salary league, and I put in a claim for him, and I really don't think I'm going to get him, and I don't have him in either of the other leagues.
Okay, so
even though I briefly had him in my team, in all 3, I dropped him.
But so you're bemoaning that he's.
I'm bemoaning that.
Okay, I would say do not bemoan. I would say do not bemoan this at all. Okay, all right. So he had a slow start, of course, because of an injury in training camp, right? And Salvin Ahmed, was injured during this game. All right. So when Salvin Ahmed comes back, which could be as soon as next week, all right, he's going to be he's going to share time with Devon Achane. All right, where Mostert, took every offensive snap on the Dolphins' first drive. Then Achane started mixing in, the second drive. Then they were used interchangeably throughout the game. That's great and everything like that. But I think that whenever Ahmed comes back, that he's going to be eating into Achane and not really eating into Mostert. All right. And then, of course, if Jeff Wilson Jr. comes back, then that's going to move everybody else down because he's going to be the running back too. It's going to be Mostert and Jeff Wilson Jr. Lord willing that Mostert stays healthy. All right. So this is all based on Mostert being right. If Mostert gets hurt, then it changes everything, right? But it could still change things to where he's still the second back. All right. He's a smaller guy as it is. He's a speedster. He got most of his yards and most of his big plays against a questionable defense that decided to lay down at that time and forget how to tackle. All right, so he's not going to be playing against the Denver defense every time. All right, I'm concerned about this guy. People thinking that he's going to be a league winner. He's absolutely somebody you should pick up and have, but I'm not exactly sure that you can expect 70 points in some leagues as he produced last week because he's not going to be playing against such a soft defense. Yeah, that's my biggest concern. All right, is that Raheem Mostert, he led during third downs. Okay, he had the lead definitely had the lead on Achane on short yardage. He had the lead. Achane had the goal lines. He had more goal line, right? And Mostert had more early downs, and overall Mostert had all plays, more plays, right? When you look at that pie graph, right? But when you see the goal line, that Mostert got one, they didn't do any backs one time. Then they did 2 backs one time, and then 3 was just nothing but Achane, and that was later on in the game. So you understand where I'm talking. You see where I'm going with this.
No, I understand your argument. I see both sides because at the same time, you just if you have a chance at any slice of the Dolphins pie, you really want it, and you want the fast guys. And Achane's one of the fast guys.
Achane.
Achane.
No, I have to get used to it too.
Guys.
I worked on it. Okay, yeah, I did. I worked on it today. Yeah.
I blame the fantasy footballers because they said
No, 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 no,
so
no.
that's why I remember.
Blame them. Blame the Dolphins media team. Blame A&M, Texas A&M. They've always said A Chain. I have my neighbor that lives right next to me is an A&M alumni, and he was asking me, "What do I think of A Chain?" See, it's like Elijah one. He didn't say anything until later on, So yeah. Um,
He just lets us all say it wrong.
Yeah, but I agree with you. He's definitely somebody to pick up, but I don't think that you have a league winner. So to, I mean, he's exciting. He's fun to watch, but I would think that you're looking at a running back too. I think that's what you're probably looking at. Would you agree on that?
Yeah.
Okay. This next guy is on the worst offense, arguably, in the whole NFL. He's used interchangeably with the starting running back, okay, and the starting running back tend to play more on early downs, and this guy played more on passing down. All right, then this guy also ran the ball 8 times for 38 yards, while the starter ran for 7 times for 31 yards. All right, both of the running backs were targeted twice. Okay, and both of them were caught. This guy gained 11 yards, where the starter gained 4 yards. All right, so this running back, his playing time has slowly increased each week, and he looks like he's about to overtake the starter. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I'm gonna guess that you're talking about the Washington Commanders.
You want one more guess?
Yeah, I want one more guess.
Yeah. How about this? He's a rookie.
He's a rookie. This isn't rookie. This isn't the Saints, is it?
No. That was a bust.
Oh.
That was a bust. I was excited, but he's not ready. And Alvin Kamara's. Yeah, Kendra Miller. You're my heart.
The Raiders.
You're my heart. No.
The Raiders.
No. It's Rashawn Johnson. Rashawn Johnson.
Oh yeah, he's looking good, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, you hear all that. He's about to take over as the lead back for the Bears, whatever that means. Okay, so yeah, keep I would definitely be targeting him. I would do Achan before I do Rashawn. Yeah, Achan above all, because it's just the situation.
The upside alone.
Yeah. All right, this one's going to be a little trickier, okay? And this guy he became valuable. He became valuable whenever the starter had a season-ending Achilles injury. Hopefully that will key you into it. Whenever he was out, the other guy he was sharing with became the main guy, but he left. The guy that he was sharing with left with a concussion in the game. All right, so whenever they were when the two guys were playing together, this was week 2. The guy who got the concussion rushed 10 times for 62 yards and a touchdown, while the other guy ran for the guy I'm talking about is 11 times for 41 yards. Yeah, so what do you know who I'm talking about? Or does that sound, first of all, does that sound like somebody you'd want? Somebody who's the main passing back, main goal line back, ran 11 times for 41 yards as opposed to the other guy that ran 10 times for 62 yards? Yeah, does that sound like somebody that you'd want? And was the main guy until he was injured last week, or he came into the game. He missed the game because he was in.
Gosh, who is this?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you one guess so we don't take too long on.
Is this Jalen Warren?
No, it's Justice Hill. Justice Hill.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Justice Hill. Yeah,
Yeah, I would want the guy that got the 60 yards.
Well, that's Edwards. Gus Edwards is the one that got 60 yards, but he's concussed. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So but Hill, as soon as J.K. Dobbins went out, Hill became the goal line back, and he ran 11 times for 41 yards, and is also the passing. So that's the guy I think that you'd want in the Baltimore Ravens. So if he's in your waiver wire, he should be picked up. Right. Okay. This next guy is a rookie. He's a backup running back. All right. He played significantly on third downs and during 2-minute drills. Okay, he took every snap in the 2-minute drill, but only resulted in 1 target and one reception, or no, 2 targets, 1 reception. All right. He was impressive in the run game. He took 9 carries for 46 yards. 5 of his attempts came in the fourth quarter whenever Seattle was holding the lead. All right. So, and this.
Zach Charbonnet.
Yes. So, Zach Charbonnet is a very polarizing player. All right. Because Kenneth Walker has full control of that back. All right. But you saw that I picked him up in both leagues.
I did.
Yeah, the reason why is because I saw one hit. This one hit. I had a player that I had a spot where I could put on somebody, like I need a running back that might pop later on in the year. And he hit the cornerback, and that guy exploded backwards. I mean, it was like it was like a superhero movie. I mean, like he hit him, and the guy goes. But I was like, oh my god, if Walker gets hurt, that dude is going to be a monster. So if you have a spot, I think we have it seated correctly. Chan, then Hill. So far it's Charbonnet. Would you
Roshan?
Roshan. Oh, Roshan. Yeah. Which one would you take? Would you take Roshan or would you take Charbonnet?
Achan, Roshan, Charbonnet, and then Hill.
See, okay. So I would go in those what we have now. I would do, of course, HM. Then I would do Hill, and then I would do Charbonnet, and I would do Roshan last because he's on the worst run. He's on the worst offense, and being a running back 1 on that offense doesn't mean much, but it's good in week 4. Okay.
He's a former Longhorn, and his name is cool.
Okay. All right. These other ones I'm just gonna do really, really quick on. I think you're gonna get them. This guy, he took the majority of snaps in all situations. The main guy was taken out. He did lose a few snaps to a dude named Gary Brightwell. Yeah, he was dominant. Okay, but he didn't succeed. Okay, he didn't succeed on the ground until he scored an 8-yard touchdown in the third quarter. All right, but the guy who's coming back might be coming back. You know who that is?
I am guessing it's someone from the Saints.
If it's not small, it is
Tall,
giant.
big, giant. Matt
Breida. Yeah, how do you feel about Matt Breida?
Sequanicus is coming back, and he is going to do great things.
Yeah. I don't know if he's going to be coming back. What I saw from Breida was not encouraging. I did see him split a lot with Brightwell, so I'm not even sure if he's somebody that I'd want to pick up yet. Like, definitely not in the short.
Yeah. When he got that touchdown, he bailed you out. But he was also playing against the Niners.
Okay.
So.
All right. Before you guess to see who this guy is, you tell me if this sounds like somebody you'd want. He's a rookie. All right. Okay, and the team that he's on was playing from behind. Okay, throughout their week 3 game. Okay, but this guy was their leading pass down back. Okay, so he had an extended time. He caught 4 passes for 3 yards, recorded 4 carries for 6 yards. Okay, and he outsnapped. Let me see if I can hurry up and get this information to he outsnapped. Okay. Here it is. Yes, I got it. Enough time. He outsnapped the starting running back. He got 27 snaps. Starting running back got 17. He ran 18 routes. Starting running back ran 6. Got 4 targets. Starting running back got 0.
Raiders?
No. And he got 4 carries where the starting running back got 11. But he got more yards. Does that sound like somebody you would like, though? Just by going.
It sounds like someone I would like. Yeah.
Okay. It's Ty J. Spears.
Oh man, yeah. Man, shout out to the Derrick Henry managers. Y'all are fucked, bro.
Uh,
He's shitty.
okay,
He's bad.
okay. He is
He's bad.
okay. He's he's okay. He's in a bad situation. Okay,
He's not good.
okay. He and do you think he'll get traded?
That would be cool.
I mean, is there a chance that
You think is now the move to predatorily trade for him?
well,
So get traded to another team
well,
and get all good.
I was asking you that, but you said that he's bad. Okay, and that's what I see.
Maybe you're right.
And so like trading teams is not going to make him good. I mean, it's not going to change things.
Do you really think he's bad?
Well, I mean,
I was just talking shit.
Okay.
I haven't really watched him.
Okay,
closely.
well, dude, I mean, he scored 2 fantasy points. That's his floor. Okay, it's his floor.
That's pretty bad. But he got in our league. He got 20 points the last couple games.
Yeah, but I just told you that Tajay had more snaps than him. Okay, that he outsnapped him. He was on the field more.
Yeah, but that game was a blowout.
And he got the.
You think maybe it was because of that?
And he got the passing work too. No passing work for Derrick Henry. If it's a blowout, dude, then you're gonna put your best guy out there, and guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna pass to him. Yeah, dude. So Tajay Spears is somebody that I like. I like Tajay Spears. Yeah, but as far as Derrick Henry,
I'm gonna try to trade for him.
Okay.
Right now.
Okay. All right. Chase Edmonds, okay, landed on injured reserve. Okay, given this backup, full. Okay, I mean he was the full backup for on this. Okay, so the team seems poised to reduce the running back one role. Okay, where the running back one he played 14 snaps in the offense first 4 drives last week, but Edmonds replaced this guy. And once Edmonds was out, guy I'm talking to you about, who's a rookie, is the one that now became the main guy. Did that give you anything? I mean, like it was saying Edmonds. Did that help at all?
Yeah, we're talking about Rachaad White and or Sean Tucker.
Sean Tucker. There you go. Yeah.
Sean Tucker.
Yeah, Sean Tucker. So yeah, he became the main guy. Okay, he's been avoiding tackles at a better rate than Rachaad White. Okay, and that he seems to be the primary he took a higher percentage. Took a higher percentage of the early snaps compared to last week. Yeah, so Rachaad White is still the main guy, but Tucker is working his way up. I think he's not somebody I would look to roster. I would just keep an eye on it. Same thing with Melvin Gordon. I don't think Melvin Gordon's anybody I want to play with. Okay, how are we doing on time?
No.
Do I?
We're sorry. We're about at an hour.
Okay, then let's just go ahead and let's just do the names. Okay, we went through the exercise through quarterback and running back, but let's just go ahead and hit wide receivers and tight ends real fast so we don't spend too much time. But it's fun, right? Is that a fun game, right?
This is fun.
Yeah, like when you take the names off and you see that route. Yeah. But okay, so Tank Dell. Let's talk about Tank Dell. He looks like he's becoming the wide receiver 1 for the Texans. I mean, that's what it looks like. Okay, like this week was wide receiver 1 Tank Dell. Last week was Nico Collins. I'm seeing kind of like a poor man's AJ Brown, Devontae Smith here. Does that sound about right?
I was actually thinking more of a poor man's 3-headed beast like the Rams when they had Cooks, Woods, and Kupp. And I'm thinking that we have that with Nico Collins, Tank Dell, and Robert Woods. I think Tank Dell is the speedster, Nico Collins is the Cooper Kupp, and Robert Woods is Robert Woods.
Does Tank Dell lead top of waiver wire pickups on wide
Yes, because I'm a Texans fan, but I'm trying to think. I mean, there might be like Tutu Atwell might be out there, and I think he might be a. I don't know. I think Tutu's probably the fastest guy out there on waivers, and you want the speed for the big play potential.
You
So,
you have Tutu. Click on him. See what's his percentage owned.
I think he's probably over 50% if I had to guess. Let's see what.
Whoa! Listen to this, dude. Listen to this.
He's 61%.
Okay, then yeah, then he probably won't be out there. The Jets. I just saw a thing from Bleacher Report says players are taking exception to Robert Salah's continuous public support of Zach Wilson. He's losing the back. He's losing the locker room. Robert Salah's losing the locker room. That's what that is.
Nice.
If it's gotten this far out to where now it's being
Fuck
reported.
you, Jets. I'm glad that you ruined my week 1. You get your whole season ruined now.
Well, no.
You lose your teeth.
No, but I think
you dare challenge me.
I think this gives credence to what you were
Joe Namath
what you were saying. No. Oh yeah, you heard about Joe Namath. But no, but
I agree with when Joe Namath said that. I was like, Joe Namath is fucking right. We need a fucking that's it.
Yeah.
Like once Joe Namath speaks, that's the rule.
Hang on.
Dude.
Joe Namath also said, "I really want to kiss you." So he's had moments. Okay.
Okay. No, but we're talking about quarterbacks.
Yeah. So yeah, just throwing that out there. That happened right now. I know that threw us off a little bit, but I think this strengthens what Connor was saying that Trevor Siemian is actually going to be a starter. I don't think I would think about looking for him in fantasy just yet. Let's see what he does. But I watched video of him whenever I saw that he was being signed. Because I'm very heavily invested in Wilson, and so what I saw was a lot better than Zach Wilson. But I also saw a dog taking a poop in my front yard, and I think that looked better than Zach Wilson too. So
nice.
Yeah, but so
oh yeah, dude.
yeah, so not a comparison. Would you put Joshua Palmer or Quentin Johnson above Tank Dell?
No.
Yeah, I would agree on that.
Because they're lame and soft.
No. It's because there's that window.
No, they are. They don't have that H-Town swag.
Austin Eckler will be coming back sometime.
He's got the swag.
And I think that's going to change things. Yeah, I think that's going to change things. And I think that Tank Dell is on his trajectory up, so he doesn't have any blocks there other than like Nico Collins or Robert Woods, but like Connor says, they seem to be working together.
Working together as a team, a 3-headed monster.
Yeah.
King Ghidorah.
Yeah. Here's some other names that are on. Just tell me yes or no. Zay Jones, Jacksonville Jaguars.
No.
Well,
no.
Yeah. It's difficult because he's injured.
Hard pass.
Yeah, Romeo Dobbs, if he's out there.
Soft maybe.
I like Romeo Dobbs. That right now things are changing with Christian Watson, with Aaron Jones. You just have to wait and see because he got 12 targets last game. That's not something you can ignore.
Look, it just has to be the right time and place. If it's 2 a.m., I'm up all night, really stressing out about my team. I'll probably pick him up, but I'm not down that bad yet.
Okay. I have him. I'm happy I have him. I just don't know what to do with him.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you. Josh Downs. 8 receptions for 57 yards, but this might be more of a Gardner Minshew thing, so I wouldn't be looking his way. Rashee Rice from the Kansas City. Yeah, he led the wide receiver room in targets, and while everybody else dealt with injuries, so he basically was the only healthy guy. Are you still on the train that it's as far as receivers go, receiving options in Kansas City, it's Kelsey and nobody else?
Well, I would be really excited if Rashee Rice does become the guy. And, maybe Kelsey, maybe this is his last year. Maybe hopefully he plays the year out. Maybe he doesn't. Either way, it'd be cool if someone else became the guy, Tired of seeing his fucking face all these years.
Is it
But
to the point where we should now call him Mr. Taylor Swift?
I refuse to do that. I refuse to acknowledge that.
Because
I will not
because his jersey sales went like through the roof. After Taylor Swift.
Well, yeah, that's where all the money in America is.
Yeah. So anyway, okay. DJ Shark, Calvin Austin. Are you Marvin Mims?
In reverse order. No to Mims. No to second guy. Don't know him.
Okay, Austin.
No to the first guy.
Yeah, that's the Pittsburgh Steelers wide receiver. Yeah, he got caught us.
Pickens is the guy.
Yeah, DJ Shark is interesting, but he came back from being injured. He also started seeing more playing time once Jonathan Mingo went out with the concussion. So when Mingo's back, that might be something different, and also might be different whenever there's another running. Whenever Vince Young is back, or not Vince, Bryce Young back. Yeah, shows you my age there.
I wish they had Vince Young. Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, so does Vince Young. Marvin Mims. Yeah, Marvin Mims is like a hold, but he's attached to the Denver Broncos. That's always.
I'm learning very fast that absolutely no one wants to trade anything for any Broncos players, so there's no use in trying to pick up Broncos players and trading them.
Right.
So if you don't want to start them, they shouldn't be on your team.
Yeah. Luke Musgrave, tight ends, Green Bay. Yeah, he's been a top 10 fantasy tight end. He's had, run 89 routes, tied for the ninth most at the position. He's been targeted 16.9% of his routes.
Yeah, dude, hell yeah.
Yeah. So he's looking like he's
sell the farm, sell everything. No. Get all your inheritance, early.
I wouldn't do that. Yeah, but especially with the idea of Christian Watson back and with how Aaron Jones is going to affect them.
I thought we were talking about the guy in the line.
No, Chiga Kwankwo.
Oh no, hell.
No, yeah, I don't want anything part of the Titans offense. Just like I don't want anything.
I'm so glad they're bad.
I'm your friend, Connor, and I support you and I support your decision. Okay, but I personally don't want any part of the Chicago offense. Okay, but I support you and I believe in your decision. So I would think that you'd be more right than I am, but with DJ Moore. But as far as you are in that because you drafted that and you're holding, and he's too valuable to drop. You can't trade him. So, but you hold on. But I'm not trying to get anything from the Chicago offense or the Titans offense. It's just that's a bad offense, Titans. Unless if you want to do a hold for Spears, just see what happens. I don't. That offense is crazy. Jake Ferguson from the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, tied the team for lead in targets. Yeah, Dak loves.
Cowboys looks like shit.
Dak loves throwing to his tight ends. So if you're in a tight end quandary, like let's say if you have Dallas Goedert and he's not doing what you're hoping that he would do, and that's a worry, dude. Dallas Goedert really is a worry. Kate Otten, Julian Hill, I wouldn't even. Now, real quick, Connor, people that you would drop because you have to drop people in order to pick people up. Let me just go ahead and mention these guys, and you just tell me real quick. And
Portland Sun.
Antonio Gibson. Antonio
yeah.
Gibson.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. Dalvin Cook.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. AJ Dillon.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Why not?
Yeah, AJ Jones. This is dropping.
AJ Jones. Yeah.
Aaron.
Yeah. Drop him. No, yeah. Aaron Jones. No. Aaron Jones.
Okay, with Aaron Jones coming back, and just AJ Dillon didn't look good, so that's a problem.
No.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yeah.
All right. He led the wide receiver room in snaps. Okay, but all right. Juwan Johnson. Yeah, that's. How are you feeling about these guys here? Okay, are these ones that you would try to trade for, drop, or trade out of your bench? Okay, just either say 4, out, or drop. Okay. Damian Pierce,
4.
Brees Hall,
4.
Drake London,
Out.
Michael Thomas,
Out.
Dalton Kincaid.
Uh, Bench.
Okay. Okay, cool. All right, yeah. And I think that's all I got. Yeah. As far as the waiver wire pickup, yeah, yeah. I don't think we need to go.
Very nice.
Yeah, we don't really need to go defenses. I mean, defense are pretty obvious. You just kind of look at the matchups.
Yeah, we.
I will tell you one thing that I picked up the Pittsburgh Steelers going against the Texans, even though the Texans look like they're on the rise, and I'm wearing a Texans hat. It's because that line is in shambles, and T.J. Watt is a stud, and that secondary is a lot better than Jackson. That's what I did there.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah,
Good call.
because those between that are Cleveland. Cleveland's playing against Baltimore, and I think Baltimore has a chance to really they can pop with scores fast. You know, they can make defenses look so. It can also look bad, but all right.
Yeah, you never know with them.
Yeah, no, you don't. Would you? How about Seattle? Would you be into Seattle against the Giants?
No, not really.
Yeah.
I'd be more in on the Ravens.
See that's the Ravens.
No, I'm sorry. The other team you're talking.
Oh, Steelers.
The Steelers.
Okay, yeah. All right, let's real quick go over this is another one that's it's a starter sit.
Super quick.
Starter sit, yeah, for Thursday. On Thursday, the Lions of Detroit will be looking to dine on some cheese as they travel to Wisconsin to take on the Packers of Green Bay. Right now, the sportsline.com over-under is 45.5 points. The Lions are favored by 1 point. The weather's going to be great. It's going to be great, 69 degrees, no wind, just
Nice.
beautiful night. So let's just real quick, dude. Real quick, it shouldn't be too difficult. I mean, if there's anything to, like on Green Bay, like let me just.
I'm taking Detroit. I'm taking the over.
Okay. So on Detroit, Amon-Ra is a.
Hell yeah.
Jahmyr Gibbs, you would go ahead.
Hell yeah.
David Montgomery, if he plays.
Yeah. If he plays, I have guys like Pacheco that I can start over him, that I would probably start. I'll probably sit Montgomery this week just to see how he looks. But if you're down bad, then go for it.
Yeah, I don't like playing a player the first week that they come back from an injury. Just don't like. So yeah, I would sit David Montgomery just to see what's going to happen. Anybody other than Sam Laporta, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jahmyr Gibbs. Do you start Goff in this one?
Yeah, I feel like you can start Goff. I feel like Goff is startable.
Okay. What about the Detroit defense?
No, I don't think their defense is startable. They've only been good in a couple games.
Yeah, and they're going to be going to Green Bay. So yeah, I agree with you on that. So switching over to Green Bay. So Jordan Love, yes or no?
Yeah. I will grant him a start.
How about if Christian Watson doesn't play, Romeo Doubs?
Yes.
Okay, Jalen Reed, the rookie.
No.
Okay, and okay. So and if Christian Watson does play, do you start Christian Watson or Romeo Doubs?
I think if Watson plays, you still start both him and Dobbs.
I would start Dobbs. I'd be nervous about Watson again. First.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, first week back from an injury, I'm always nervous about that. And he's missed like 3 weeks. You know, so it'd be.
I got you.
Yeah, I personally would be nervous about it. If Aaron Jones starts, if he plays, where you have him, you're gonna need him where you drafted him. So it would be difficult for me to tell you to sit him, even though it's the first day back from an injury. It's Aaron Jones, and he could just score incredibly.
It's true.
Yeah, but if he doesn't play, I would not. I would still sit Jay Dillon. What about the Green Bay defense? Any interest in that?
No, not this game. It's just, especially since I have Amon Ra.
Okay.
No use in investing in that.
Yeah, with a 45.5 over under, that's pretty high. That's well, it's not pretty high. It's average, about average, right? And so
Yeah,
yeah, so that's where I would be saying, like, if you do start Romeo Dobbs, expect average. You know, if you do start the like Sam Laporta, Amon Ra, expect average. Especially if Jair Alexander plays, keep an eye out on that. He Alexander missed last game, but if he plays, you better bet he's going to be on Amon-Ra St. Brown. So that could be a big game for Laporta. Yeah, I like Laporta. Yeah, he turned out to be like that rookie tight end that you can start every week.
yeah. It's, good for the Lions.
Yeah. All right. Anything more you want to say about that?
No.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on to the end. Let's close this thing down. So, yes, want to make sure and thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please make sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button. Let us know that you're out there, like the show. Click that bell, okay? Make sure you get those that get the important announcements. You know that whenever we do any type of sniper episodes, we need to do any type of shorts. Connor does those over and unders that he does for the show. What he thinks over under on the matches. So you get all that whenever you hit the bell. You'll get notices that that's happening. So make sure and do that. All right, because it's we put out a lot of content and we're hoping to help you. We try to also put out different content than stuff that you hear. Okay, so to help you make a better decision. We're not trying to tell you what to do, just trying to help you make better decisions so you'll be gruntled with your fantasy football decisions. Want to make sure and think High Volume Music Radio. Yeah, man. Yeah. Support of the show. Check them out, highvolumemusicradio.com, or download the free app, High Volume Radio app. Check out Connor's book, You Know Too Much. It's on Amazon. Yeah, it's a good read. And
Yeah.
every Thursday, 4 to 6, on highvolumemusicradio.com, I have my own sports show, Dry Time Sports with Charlie and Brian. I would encourage you to check it out. It's live, so you can call in if you have any questions about what I'm talking about here. Call me. If you want to talk fantasy football, I'll be more than happy to do that. We cover all sports, but if you want to talk fantasy, I'm there. So yeah, that's Drive Time Sports with Charlie and Brian every Thursday, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. highvolumemusicradio.com or on the High Volume Music Radio app. All right, on behalf of Connor, the Gut Marshall, and me, your humble host, Brian the Amigo Baldwin, I want to thank you for watching. We hope that this year is an even better year than last. Connor. Shot.
I would say that if you are 0-4 after the end of this week, you might need to start thinking about trading, because it's one thing to go 0-2 or 0-3, but 0-4, you might need to make a trade, because it's kind of hard to come back from that if you're still shit out of luck.
Yeah,
so
but it's not definite.
It's not definite, but 4 weeks, that's generally, if I'm 0-4 in some of my leagues, you best believe I'm going to try to trade some shit.
Death knell. Yeah, you try to get your team better. Yeah, it's not death knell. So
yeah.
Yeah. All right. And mine is something that we forget about as fantasy football players, but it's extremely important to remember and to keep in mind. Ignore the projected points, both in your match and from your player. Look at the situation only. Don't worry about some strange computer amalgamation that literally has no bearing on your match. Okay, if you're trying to decide between one player or the other, don't use that as the deciding factor. Okay, it doesn't really mean anything. It's just a guess, because of all these stats and data that's put into a computer program, an Excel spreadsheet, and it prints this thing out. All right. Go with what you feel. Look at the matches, how you believe in the players, how they look, how they've been playing, who they're playing against, how that matchup is. Go against all that stuff. All right? Focus on that. All right? Do not look at the point. Ignore the point. It's BS crap. All right. So Connor, help me out with this last line. Remember, everyone, fantasy football as in life.
Don't dream it.
Be it. Yeah. Watch it. Man, we made it through the storm. I thought the power was going to go out.